Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Tous or Taus. Brand Tous or Taus is a Spanish brand, and their main business is jewelry, but for the last 20 years they ventured into fragrances and perfumes, and they have a quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, probably all around 20 to 30 perfumes, both for ladies and men. This one in particular is called the name is a bit vague. Alright, it's called Tous Man, and this is Les Cologne Concentrée. So Les Cologne Concentrée is Eau de Toilette, 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and it is targeted for man as he says, Tous Man, but to my nose is completely unisex. Anybody can wear it, man and woman, no problem. In terms of the longevity, unfortunately, is not a strong performer, and I expected a little bit more. On my skin, it didn't go more than 2 to 3 hours max, unless you overspray it. I put 10 sprays, and for that, why I got, if you go quite heavy on the trigger, let's say 10 on the skin, 10 on t-shirt, you might get a little bit more, maybe up to 4 or 5 hours. And also on t-shirt is quite a long performer. On my t-shirt went easily over 6 hours. So overall I would think this one, obviously because it's a fresh fragrance, it's a summer fragrance, and it's Eau de Toilette, okay, it's not a good performer, but it's, you know, you can live with it because the smell is great in here. Anyway, so on my skin went up to 2 to 3 hours. On the t-shirt more than 6 hours easy. Or so I would say use this more on t-shirt and materials, because on t-shirt materials stayed very long time, actually maybe up to 8 hours easy. So I would say this is better suited for t-shirt and materials rather than skin. Obviously you can put skin as well, but it won't last that long. Projection wise, similar story, maybe around 45 minutes of an arm length projection, and after that it was very close to the skin. It was almost a skin scent. So it is weak to moderate in terms of performance, but remember this is Eau de Toilette and it's a cologne, and also it's a fresh fragrance, it's a summer fragrance. So it would have been better to have a better performance, but unfortunately is not there. But in terms of occasion, I think this is very good for close encounter, for close confined spaces like inside a car, inside a room, bedtime, after shower. This is very good after shower. This morning I had a shower and I put it on, and it was absolutely beautifully mesmerizing, beautiful and happy and smiley fragrance. It just immediately put a smile on your face, and it makes you happy. So it's a happy fragrance, it's a fresh fragrance, it's very uplifting, it's very captivating, it's very alluring. And yeah, the best application for it is after shower, because it's got a little of soapiness to it as well, and that makes it very clean. So it's a very clean fragrance, and very fresh, very uplifting, very happy, very little a watery aspect to it. It's soapy. So all these things making it very good for, again, confined spaces, maybe a gym, because it doesn't offend anybody and it doesn't last that long. I wore it to gym, and I wore it after, you know, for the last 2 days. I wore it at home, and it was beautiful. My wife absolutely loved it. She said this is one of the most uplifting fragrances she has smelled on me. So it's a very happy fragrance. So in terms of occasion, it's very casual daytime, going to supermarket, going to the gym, going to the office, inside a car, after shower, before bed, all these things. It's got a very calming effect to it as well, so you can easily use it before bed. and it doesn't offend, and it's not shouting too much. So these things is good, because when you go to bed, you don't want a fragrance that is too loud. You know, you want it subtle. And also because of the heat, you don't want, again, a big, very shouty fragrances. This is very, very good for the heat. So in terms of age, I would say this is ageless, from age 15 to 150. Anybody can wear it. It's a very, very easygoing fragrance. And in terms of season, better suited for warmer weather. In terms of occasion, as I said, the casual, daytime, and things like that. And in terms of the ratio for what you pay and what you get, is quite nice. It's quite good. If you want performance, this is not the one, okay? But if you want to smell, this is an absolutely beauty. So in terms of smell, this is one of the freshest fragrance you ever smell. Very fresh. You can't get fresher than this, okay? So it's fresh, more fresh. It's happy, it's bright, it's uplifting, it's captivating, it's very, very alluring, and is easygoing, very easy nature in here. In terms of ingredients, I will tell you the ingredients in a second. So the ingredients, what the good thing about it, I said in my video, the first one, which was the perfumer. The perfumer is the same perfumer for this as the angel share, and angel share at the moment is very, very famous and very popular. So you can smell structure, you can smell knowledge, you can smell care, you can smell somebody with experience done this fragrance, and this is the perfumer for it. His name is Bonacic Loposa. Sorry if I'm butchering his name. So that's a very, very good thing about it. Apart from the performance, if you put that one aside, everything else is just beauty. Presentation, nice bottle, simple but nice. In terms of smell, gorgeous. In terms of perfumery, very high perfumery in here. In terms of ingredients, very nice ingredients, almost 100%. I mean, it's not 100% natural, obviously. There are maybe 30-40% natural in here, and rest are synthetics. But because the perfume has done such a good job of mixing it in a way that you don't feel those synthetics at all, when it opens up beautifully, and also when it dries down beautifully. Okay, when it opens up with that beautiful grapefruit. And the grapefruit, although they don't mention, I smell something more than just grapefruit. Probably there's a lemon and also a bergamot in here, to making it very, very zesty, very happy, very alluring. And also the orange blossom, it goes super well with those citruses, to making a white floral, and also mixing a little bit of a hint of just a smidgen of andolicness in here. Probably there's a jasmine in here they're not mentioning, but don't let it fool you. This is not andolic fragrance, it's not animalic whatsoever. And it's very woody in the base, so the woods are very, very clean in here. Cedar, sandalwood, most likely. It says gaiac wood, I don't get that much gaiac wood. And the vetiver in here is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful, grassy, fresh vetiver, and it's like a freshly cut grass, and you smell it, and it's very, very nicely done, and it gets a hint of smokiness in a dry down, but again, a smidgen of it, not too much. The tonka bean giving it a little bit of sweetness, and also giving it the depth in here, and giving it a little bit of complexity overall. And I wish just it lasted longer, because the smell wise is absolutely gorgeous. So it is soapy, it is fresh, it is citrusy, it is white floral, it is woody, and it's minty. The mint in here is done to perfection, and it's a little bit on the powdery side as well. There are 4 fragrances that this one reminds me of to some extent. Again, it's not 100%, it's not a one-to-one to them, but there are 4 of them. One is Thierry Mugler Cologne, another one is Dior Homme Cologne, and the other one is Artisan Pure by John Varvatos, and another one, what was it, I was thinking of, Anyway, so it puts you in that direction. Okay, so just to give you a mental picture what it smells like or similar to. Again, it's not a one-to-one to any of those. Anyway, so overall, I highly recommend it if you like the smell of this kind of fragrances, and if you want to last longer, put it on t-shirt, and you can decan it or take the the perfume with you, and every couple of hours just apply to it. For the smell, I'm just giving it 10 out of 10. It's a gorgeous smell in here. So on top we have citrus, and then in the base we have woods. There's an aromaticness to it as well, and it's quite green, but the green here, very clean green. It's a very, very happy green, and a white floral because of that orange blossom. And it's quite a fresh, spicy, like a herbal feel to it as well, but a little bit, hint of earthiness, hint of smokiness, tiny bit of smokiness, and a tiny bit of, more than tiny bit, actually, quite a big powdery feel to it as well, and a hint of sweetness coming from that tonka bean. So if you like what I described, and you like the fragrances I mentioned, quite similar to this one, again, is a no-brainer in terms of smell and perfumery and ingredients. But what it lacks in performance, unfortunately. Again, you can go around with it, put it on t-shirt. When I put it on t-shirt, it lasted up to 8 hours on my t-shirt easy. So just go heavy on t-shirt and maybe a few on the skin, or you can take it with you and apply every couple of hours to enjoy this fragrance for longer. Okay guys, so highly recommend it if you don't mind it to be a little bit on the the performance on the weak side, and also personal and not too much shouty. But it's a good thing, because this kind of fragrances, you don't want them to shout. You want it to be nice and subtle and very happy and mellow and very understated, and this is delivers in a bucket. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This one is a hidden gem for a reason I explained. Okay, and don't forget, you can support me by buying one of my own perfumes. I'm a perfume myself. I make my own line of perfumes. They are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I am the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, and they are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great, and they are very, very big in terms of personality and in terms of performance and in terms of smell. I'll leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.